One of the vows we have taken in our marriage with the Constitution is to honor it. Honor it for the way it was written, honor it for the rights that it gives us, and honor it for its ingenious structure. When James Madison attended the Constitutional Convention in 1787, he brought with him his famous Virginia Plan. The beauty of Madison's plan was that it split the houses of Congress into two separate parts. The House of Representatives, based on population and elected by the people, and the Senate, with equal representation and elected by the state legislatures. The beauty of Madison's plan was that it created a system of federalism in America. The beauty of federalism is that it never allows the central government to get too powerful and always ensures the rights of the states. But early in the 1900s, America passed an amendment to the Constitution which completely changed this system of federalism in our Constitution. This amendment was the 17th, and it changed the way we elect senators from the state legislatures to the general population. By passing this amendment to the Constitution, not only did we destroy that system of federalism, but we violated our vow of marriage to honor the Constitution. So what was it that caused many Americans to want to completely change the original intent of our founding document? This amendment came at a time in America's history that was known as the Progressive Era. One of the leaders of this movement was William Jennings Bryan of Nebraska. He and his followers felt that this amendment would completely end corruption in politics and would lower the cost of senatorial races. If only Mr. Bryan knew that today, senatorial elections can cost upwards of $5 million, and corruption in politics is as common as it is cold in Iowa. But Bryan and his followers were not the only people wanting to change this amendment. The state legislatures themselves also were asking for this change. It seems that at the time, Republicans and Democrats were having trouble in electing a senator to go on and represent them at the national level, as if Republicans and Democrats had ever agreed on anything before. But instead of working through their problems through compromise in politics, these state legislatures simply asked the people to take the burden of election off of their hands. It makes me sad to think that we would completely change the intent of the Constitution because we were so naive to think that we could end corruption in politics, and because we were so lazy that we refused to compromise in our politics. Some may call me a radical in my beliefs of the 17th Amendment, but I have always been a person who has felt there is such a thing as too much democracy in America. I don't know how many of you attended your state primaries or caucuses, but those of you who did, I'm sure you ran into some people who you wondered just how much they knew about the people they were electing. The beauty of the old system of government we had is that we would elect people from our community, people who we trusted, to go on and represent us at the state level. These state legislatures would then get to know the senatorial candidates and would be able to choose the best one to represent their state's ideals. Me personally, I have never met any senator from my state, and I can't say that I know enough about them to choose the right one. But if we had the old system of government, our state legislatures would be able to know which ones would best represent our state's ideals. When we ratified the 17th Amendment, we completely destroyed Madison's Virginia Plan and the system of federalism that it created. It's time now that we rethink the 17th Amendment. It's time that we renew our vow to honor the Constitution. It's time that we ask ourselves, should we repeal and make our Constitution as great as it once was? Thank you.